Hi everybody, how are you all doing? It's Mercedes back with you another time with another video. Hoping you're all doing fine this grey and drizzly morning here in London. But it's good to be back with you again today. And as you know, my mantra, it seems to me, is all about what is in your hand. I'm coming again with another video today and really just simply saying, stop complaining about money. Stop complaining that I don't have enough money and just simply make it. I know. It's saying easier said than done. But you know, once you, as I said in my previous video, once you value who you are and begin to recognize what you have in your hand, then believe me, the rest become peanuts. Because even if it takes you years to get to that point, the fact that you recognize that there's something in you that is of great value, you're going to press into that. You're going to get that wheel started in your life, and you begin to do things that is going to really push you in the direction that you want to go. So my video today is all about, excuse me, stop complaining about money, or stop complaining about the lack of money, and make it. I find that one of the greatest things for me is to think like a millionaire. Seriously. I may not have a dime, as the Americans say, in my account, but in my head, I do not feel like I'm stuck. I always feel that there's a way through it. I thank God that, He's given me that ability to look beyond where I am and to see possibilities. And so I always believe that there's a way of making money. There's a way to making money because there are skills that we have. Let me adjust this a little bit so that you can see my pretty dress. Yeah, pretty dress from Oasis. Don't know if I should have said that. But yeah, it's for us to see the great gift that we have going on. So stop complaining about the lack of money, my friends, and make it. I mean, there are myriads of things that you can think about in your life right now, as I've done with mine. Can you speak? One of the things that I did, because people say to me, you've got the kind of voice that would put you in the area where you can maybe give some sell reading, maybe with Audible, with some other agency. Get your voice out there where you can read for companies. Can you speak? Are you very good at admin? Can you help people fill out forms? Can you develop an agency or a job situation? Not a job, was it? A company that, sole trader, where you help people with their administrative tasks. I mean, are you good with letter writing? And, your English is really so good that you're able to, you have a good command of English where you can actually use that in administration in some way. Put yourself out there. There are avenues there for you. Can you sing? Well, there are avenues there for you too. Do you make food? My husband makes the most wonderful coleslaw. And, we try to put it out there to our local middle of the range store, Marks and Spencer's. And they liked it. We went because we wanted to get it on the shelves. But they said, it's perhaps a little bit too spicy, tangy, for the middle of the range palate that they have to serve, which we understand. At the time, he didn't go back to the table and refine it, but it is something that's out there, and I think one way or another, we're going to get that product out there and on the shelves, because his coleslaw is really, really delicious. So can you bake cakes? What can you do to make money? Because money is there to be made. And if you have a skill and a talent, as I keep on saying, you can actually make money. Do you have great legs? Now, I'm not saying this to be funny, haha. But do you have great legs and you know it? How about modeling those legs? What about fingers? Do you have beautifully long fingers that you could use as models, lips, eyes, eyebrows, whatever, that you could actually use for modeling? There are avenues out there for you to think about and to make money instead of feeling that you lack money. You may have a full-time job 9 to 5, but there are things that you can do like that is kind of like out of the norm in terms of the hours you'd work. And you'd be giving your service in that way and making money. And also, sometimes it's not as strenuous as a full-time 9 to 5 job. It's something you enjoy doing, and therefore you do it willingly, and you'll spend your hours doing it because you enjoy doing it. Can you make people laugh? If you can make people laugh, again, that's something that you could think about as a stand-up comedian or something of that sort. But, can you make people laugh? Can you make wigs? Can you put weaves together? Can you make wigs? Can you make women look absolutely stunning with your hairdressing skill? Well, how about, especially if you have children, working your diary, if you've got a car, home to home, just visiting people in their homes and offering that service. Some people are housebound. Some people have small children. To go to the hairdressing salon, it's just, they have to think through the hoops of babysitters, mum's time frame, dad's time frame, sister's time frame, to be able to get to these places. And can you write? Are you a dab hand at social marketing? The social networking, just helping people to hone their skills in leadership, in networking, in all sorts of social skills. Are you good at that? Are you able to do that? Are you able to teach that? How about, here's a funny one, walking in stiletto. Did you know that some women, like moi, have had difficulties, especially when I put the weight on? I could no longer manage my stilettos. I was a jelly on wheels. No. A jelly on heels. That's better. I was like jelly on heels. I just couldn't get my balance. Now that, thank God, I've lost the weight, I can manage my stilettos much, much better. But I still don't go too high because I'm getting on in age, and who wants to be toppling over, in the road? No, we don't want to be doing that. So how about teaching women to walk in stilettos so they're not falling forward? That kind of stumpy walk that they do when they're trying to walk in high heels. If you can teach women how to walk in stilettos, get a website going, advertise it. It's simple little things like those. Maybe you're a real bomb in your stilettos and you construct your stuff. Well, maybe it's something you need to think about. Other women who would like to be able to do the same, but, want someone to teach them how to do it. So here's another one. Because not many people can seem to be able to do this. I don't know why. In school, we were all taught how to do it, but can you sew? Do you know how to hem? Now, forgive me if you're thinking, where is this woman going with this? Of course I can sew. Everybody can sew. No, not everybody can sew. Not everybody. I find, especially with the young people these days, they don't know how to sew. They don't know how to, if the hem of their skirt come down, you guarantee they won't know how to string a needle and how to get that thing. It's all fast food, fast this, fast that. The hems come down in the bin, I'll buy a new one. But if you know how to sew, how to cut out paper patterns and put things together, how about, I believe actually that's coming back into fashion. Here in the UK, we've got this this TV program. What's it called? Sewing Stitch or something like that. And where they're actually having competitions for people to sew, put garments together. I remember in my days, I was making my own dresses, skirts, so sewing comes naturally for me. But I also know in schools that they used to do it. But if you can sew, if you know how to sew, it seems like that's coming back into fashion. Get yourself up there that you can teach young people how to sew. There could be parents out there saying, yes, just the ticket for my Jessica. So yeah, if you can sew, it could be big business for you. It could be big business for you. One of the things about sewing, and I know some people are beginning to do this, and I know this woman who teaches me floristry, she does it, is that you'll buy a garment and you know that you'll buy it and it's like you buy it and it looks plain, but by the time you've adjusted it with fringes and buttons over here and a cuff that's a bit different and the collar that you've changed, maybe you put a pearl around the neckline or attach trimmings, by the time you've finished with that simple looking dress, it becomes a designer piece and people are saying, whoa, where did you buy that? Well, I bought it for £5 or $10, but it becomes a dress that's worth so much more. So you can customize pieces of material and put it out there that that's something that you do. They'll give you their garments and you agree with them what you can do with it. And because if you're a creative person, that's creativity just waiting to happen. But you can make money from that creativity. That's all I'm saying. You can make money from your creative self. So stop complaining about the lack of money and make it. Okay. Do you like walking? How about walking the doggies? People who are busy and love their pets but just can't manage all of that all the time. How about dog walking? I know you've probably thought about that already, but there are things out there. If you like pets, if you like dogs, that's just up your street. Really is. There's this company in the UK, here I'm dropping, called Jog Post. And they're very creative with how they've gone about leafleting. They leaflet by jogging. They actually have people on their team that jog anyway. They do jogging, whether it be to lose weight, to whatever, but they jog and deliver leaflets into households. Companies, and I've used them, companies pay for their service and they will get your leaflet and their joggers with a manager will follow it through and get the leaflets delivered through joggers. That's a creative way of doing things. And another thing that you could think about is leafleting. As long as you can be trustworthy and people can trust you that you do the job, leafleting is another area that you could put yourself up for to make money. Yeah? Lovely jubbly, as they say. What's the next? I've got a list here. Something that I've said here, there's nothing as fulfilling as doing something and getting paid for it that you actually enjoy. So what you can actually do is to sit down, grab pen and paper and begin to write, what are the things that I enjoy? Do I enjoy sewing? Do I talk a lot? Do I like talking to people? Do I like singing? What do I like doing? Do I like writing? And think about how you could make money out of it. I've got here that money obscures itself. Let me get my little notepad, because I'm not like some of you who have everything in your head up here. I kind of have to, you know what I'm saying? But money kind of obscures itself in many different ways, Money is in our hands. Money is available in our lives. I said last time in the last video that money doesn't start with the paper or the coin in our hands. Money starts within us. Money starts with us. The value of that money in our hands starts from within us. And so we should never miss an opportunity to make money. Never, never miss an opportunity to make money. Money shows up in our lives through the products that we can sell. Some people do things on Amazon. They'll buy things at a good cost, and then they will sell it through Amazon with a margin, obviously. So products are things that you could, money is actually hidden or obscured in the products that you and I can sell. If you're doing things one way right now, think about how can I diversify. If you're already started with your entrepreneurialism, if you already started as an entrepreneur, think about how can I diversify what I'm doing and make it different. You know, Kodak, the big old company that sells films, and they've been selling films for yonks. They came to a point where they said to their people, all right, gonna lock you away in, in the office, come up with something fresh, something new, something different, something complete. It doesn't matter how wacky it is. It doesn't matter how it seems. Just come up with something different. And the guys did. They went into the lab and they put together a new form of camera, and that didn't require films anymore. And they came back, gave it to the director, says, this is what we've done. We've put together this device and it doesn't require films. And Kodak thought, well, we're all about films. We're all about films in cameras, and they threw the idea out. And do you know what that idea became? The digital camera. The digital camera that literally puts Kodak on the back burner now, because who's using films in their cameras anymore? So what I'm saying by that is, if ideas come, it doesn't matter how wacky they may seem to be, run with it, play on it and run with it, and just see if it takes you somewhere. Hold on to it though. Don't let it out of your sight. Don't share it with people you don't know or you don't trust, because you don't know what it's going to become. So diversify. So money also obscures itself in your ideas, like I just said, in your vision. Whether you're retired or whether you're a youngster, a 7-year-old selling lemonades on a street corner, whoever you are, whatever age, money is in your ideas and in your vision. And so you need to realize that money is constantly flowing through the realms of our mind, through our ideas. And they are seed. A seed like a tiny apple seed. A tiny apple seed has the potential to become an orchard. And I say to myself, when I remember to say it, I'm an orchard. I am an orchard. Mercedes is an orchard. Because every seed that flows through my mind brings possibility for greater things. And the same with you today. So where are your ideas today? The world is waiting for it. It's a seed that wants to become an orchard. Give it the right environment, like soil to a seed, and watch what that seed in your mind will do. Money is obscured in work. There's no struggle in, like I said before, there's no struggle in something that you enjoy doing. You look at the millionaires, they don't get much sleep. And it's because they work longer hours. And why? They enjoy what they're putting at. Their creativity is being pushed out. And so sleep, what's that? They grab it when they can, but they work hard. And so money, don't complain about the lack of it. Work. Put your creativity out there. Get going. Get the oil around the joints and get it going. Okay. Stop complaining about the lack of money and begin to make money. Okay. Mercedes here, over and out.